Investing in coaches, mentors, and community isn't just an investment in your business, it's an investment in yourself. Your growth is limitless when you have the right support. So trust your gut. I'll say it again, trust your gut. Welcome to the Bold Entrepreneur Podcast. I'm your host, Jen Kinal, and this is a space where bold moves meet inspired action. Join us as we dive into stories, strategies, and mindset of those who are building their dreams, creating impactful communities, and redefining success on their terms. Whether you're looking for practical business tips, a boost of inspiration, or a community that gets your vision, you are in the right place. Get ready to elevate your journey and embrace what it means to be a bold founder. Let's dive in. Hi friends, welcome to the Bold Entrepreneur Podcast. I'm Jen Kinal, founder of the Bold Founders Collective, and today we are diving into something that has been really transformational in my own journey, which has been investing in mentors and community. This isn't just a business strategy or personal growth. It's about honestly surrounding yourself with the right people who believe in you, push you to grow, and cheer you on every step of the way. In this solo episode, I'm sharing my personal experiences, the good, the bad, and the incredible breakthroughs, and how these investments have shaped not only my business, but also my mindset, vision, and life. So the first time that I invested in a coach, I still remember the time, like when it came up, when she started putting her offer out, and I just had this gut pull that I needed to work with her. And at the time, I had completely maxed out what I could do for my business on my own. I had listened to all the podcasts, read every blog, and implemented everything that I could find. But here's the thing, looking back now, I can see this, but I didn't at the time. When you're piecing together advice meant for someone else's business, it's kind of all trial and error. I kind of realized that I needed to work with somebody who could actually look into my business and at my specific business to help me figure out exactly what I needed to grow. But I hesitated. The first time I found the coach I wanted to work with, I chickened out. When she didn't open her program again for a year, I knew that the next time she opened it, I was not going to miss that chance. So as soon as she opened it up, I signed up before I completely even understood what I was signing up for. But it was the best decision that I ever made for myself, for my business, for my growth, for my family. And what I've learned from that experience is when your gut tells you that you need to do something, you really need to listen. Every time I followed my gut, it has led to something honestly so amazing. Even when you've had that pull and you can't figure out why, it's been incredible. It's been so powerful. So I really want you to take that one thing away from this. Listen to your gut because it's always spot on. So when I worked with this coach, it's kind of amazing how she transformed my business. Like, she was a complete game changer. She didn't just tweak my business structure. She really opened my eyes to what was possible. So at that time, I had basically been doing event planning, and I would do an event and then I get another client and do another event. I would max myself out in the summer and work as hard as I could on weddings and then corporate events at Christmas time. So when I thought about growing my business, which to me meant if I needed to grow my business, I needed to get more clients, which meant more work, which meant more hustle, and all during those peak times. And if I continued doing that journey of more, I would have totally burnt myself out. So the cool thing about working with this coach is she really helped me to see different ways that businesses can be built and different ways that I could shift my business. So there was a really big focus about recurring revenue streams, and this has been hugely impactful for me in my business and how I develop it now going forward, because recurring allows you to build more money into your business without constantly looking for more and more and more, which was exactly what I was doing. She also looked at my packages and my services in ways that made sense for me and my clients, which I really loved because it's just really amazing to have somebody's outside perspective of what is going on in your business. She also taught me about how to hire a team. I am a perfectionist. I like to have my fingers in all the things. So hiring a team is very nerve-wracking for me because, one, I have to trust somebody to actually do it, but also I kind of feel like it takes more time for me to teach somebody what to do, like how to do it the way I do it versus just doing it on my own. So that was a really big thing for me, was to like learn how to hire a team and then how to delegate to them. And to be honest with you, it has been so powerful and impactful having a team around me because, for example, with my social media, I have an incredible graphic designer and I am a trained graphic designer. So it seems silly that I would pass that off to somebody else, but I love the work she does. It's just different than what I would do. I can't do it all. I'll burn out and I won't enjoy it. And so having her do this, she's honestly so incredible and so impactful in my business that I just love the fact that, yes, she does what I do, but it's different. It's better. It's not that it's better. It's I didn't spend hours doing it. That's why it's better. My coach also helped me increase my rates and stop undercharging for my experience and expertise. This is a big one. I am probably notorious for undercharging myself. Over years though, I think by working with a coach and understanding like my value more and appreciating my own value, I was able to see, here's what I'm charging, here's what I'm worth, and start charging accordingly. And also charging that rate and saying, this is my rate. Like, you can. If this is not comfortable with me for you, then that's just, it's not going to be a good fit. So I really love that aspect of it because it really helped me start charging what I should be charging and making the money that I should be making for myself and my family. But I wanted to also share that more than that, my coach became my support system. And I never, ever expected that to be something that was so needed, but also so impactful in my business. So when COVID hit, my event planning business was completely decimated. I went from having a full, very successful business to nothing in like a day. Like, I was not allowed to plan events for 2 years, which meant that my income disappeared for 2 years. And so with that, my whole worth was tied up in my event planning business. If someone was like, oh, well, how did you do to like, how are you doing? I'd be like, oh, we're so good. We're so busy. We have so many weddings this summer. And when I lost that, I didn't have like an identity anymore. And so my coach would always say to me, and I loved this, was take my belief in you until you have the belief in yourself. So she really helped me get through such a tough time where I couldn't see my value. I couldn't see my worth. I couldn't see what I was like capable of doing. It was just such turmoil for me. And so she took her belief in me and helped me to see what I was capable of and helped me to pivot and create something on my own terms. And we go back to that on my own terms because I really do believe that our businesses can be designed by us. Just because a business in today's world operates a certain way doesn't mean that we need to build our businesses that way. So when my event planning business was like crumpled to the ground, I promised myself that I was going to build a business that had reoccurring revenue so that I always knew what I was making every month, because I always said event planning is like feast or famine. You're super busy in the summer, like ridiculous, and you're super busy at Christmas time, but there are months at a time where you have nothing. And so I just wanted to know every single month, this is what I'm making. And I didn't want to constantly have to chase for new clients, because obviously you don't want to have reoccurring revenue when it comes to weddings. So I just loved the reoccurring revenue aspect and the safety that came with it. So that was my number one. I had to have reoccurring revenue. Number two, I wanted to work from anywhere. That was another really powerful thing for me because, again, same thing with weddings and events. You're working all summer. I had to be at home, working in the office. I'd be at the wedding all weekend. Well, my family's is at the lake on the weekend, and I'm missing time with them, and I'm missing their summers. And I just wanted to be able to work from anywhere, so that also, being the travel fan that I am, I could actually travel anywhere and still be able to take my work with me if I needed to. And then the third thing, obviously, it had to be pandemic proof. Never again was I going to have a business where I was unable to work because someone told me to shut it down. So I really love the fact that we can design our businesses our way to work for us. Even when I say, like, I've designed my business so that I can work around my kids' schedule. I want to be able to drive them to school and to pick them up. That time is so magical and powerful for me. So when you're looking at your business and you're working with somebody, they can help you design your business to fit your lifestyle and to fit what you want in your life. Another type of coach that I've worked with, who I will say is also just as powerful as a business coach. I think business coaches get so much like accolades, like they're like, oh, she made me money, and you can see like the actual tangible dollar amounts when it comes to working with the business coach. Whereas a mindset coach, I don't know that people always want to admit that they went to and worked with a mindset coach. And I will fully admit I worked with a mindset coach. I just needed more than just strategy. I had the strategy in place and I knew what I was doing with that. But I will tell you, from the outside, I was confident. I looked great on social media. I felt like I knew what I was doing. But internally, if I were to put something out there and I didn't get the result I expected or hoped for, inside, I would kind of like crumple a little bit. And you could see just like based on my launch strategy, I'd be like, oh, full force. And then I would slowly back away. And so I knew that there was a little bit of a confidence issue in terms of not allowing outside sources to interfere with my belief in what I was offering, what I was launching. I definitely deal with perfectionism and self-doubt. And so working with a mindset coach was so transformational. We dove deep into my limiting beliefs, my money mindset, confidence. We used hypnosis, which if you've never done it before, it is incredible. I still use it to this day. So powerful. I cannot explain enough how awesome it was. And I really started to believe in myself and my vision like I'd never had before. Like actually seeing, here's what I want to achieve, here's what it's capable of, and visualizing myself in that position. It has been such a game changer for me. It gave me the courage to plan my events, like my Be Bold experience event, which was so amazing, but also like such a challenge for somebody to plan when it's your own money, it's your own brand and voice, and you are up there on the platform, which means that I can plan it for anybody else, but it's not mine, it's not my baby. Whereas this was like my baby, right? And so it helped me plan my Be Bold experience event. It helped me to launch programs, to help dream bigger than I ever have before. And honestly, if you're not working on your mindset, you're holding yourself back. So I cannot explain enough how awesome and how powerful that was to have both of those coaches in my life. Another thing that I would really consider investing in is the power of community. One of the most impactful things that I've done for myself is to surround myself with the right people, which is also why I created the Bold Founders community, a community I knew that I needed, but also knew that so many other women in business would appreciate. There's something magical about being in the room with powerful women who just get it. They understand the highs and the lows of entrepreneurship, and they're there to celebrate your wins and work through your struggles. Our Bold Founders members have shared incredible wins, booked out clients, new partnerships, and even growing their own communities. I love seeing these women support each other and become clients of each other. And that's probably one of the most rewarding parts about it. So I would highly recommend that you start looking at different communities that you can surround yourself with to start growing yourself personally. But also there's something about being around women who are doing the same things as you. They understand you. They understand your struggles. We can learn from them, but we can also be elevated by them. We can see what they're doing and then match that energy. Like when you are around women who are on fire, you cannot help but elevate yourself to their level, to feel motivated by what they're doing, to see inside their business and how they're doing it, just like I learned about recurring revenue, to see how they're doing it, and then maybe we can implement that in our business. And then when you have that community, it's not just like seeing like from a podcast perspective, it is like, or from a blog or training or course, it is seeing like through conversation, through hearing how they did it, what they did, asking questions to them. Community is like the biggest thing ever. It saves you in so many aspects of your business growth and your development, what you want to do, how you want to grow your business, the types of profit you can make, the connections with each other that they can send your way. Community is top notch. Huge. So I also want to say that these are the things that have really worked well for me, but also not every investment is perfect. I've made mistakes like joining programs out of fear instead of following my gut. For example, joining right during COVID when I was having like a panic attack about my business like not working and joining, not listening to my gut, but listening to fear. I've also heard people who have signed up for coaches and then realize that they're not even getting coached by that coach. They're actually getting coached by someone who got trained underneath them. So I really want you to know, like, think about what it is that you are wanting in your business, and then look at the people that are around you that could help you get to the next level. But really look at what they're offering. Look and see if it aligns with you, if you connect with the person. And then also trust your gut. Do your research, but trust your gut. And if it feels right, then go for it. Take the chance at some of these incredible things that like I've experienced or my community has experienced, because they put themselves out there, because they put themselves in the room with women who are doing it, who understand them, who get it, who can look into your business, who can look into your mindset and see things from an outside perspective, because that perspective is game changer. It changes everything, because if you don't know that it exists, there's no way you're going to implement that in your business. So some key takeaways from this episode: coaches and mentors provide clarity, support, and accountability. I didn't even add in that accountability piece, but for me, I love the accountability side of it because it holds you accountable. It makes you, like, you've paid to be there. You're paid for your butt to be in that seat, which means you are investing in yourself and your knowledge, but you are investing in you doing the thing. So I love the accountability piece, but also like the support, the clarity. Honestly, everything a coach can provide you is so powerful. The mindset work, extra crucial. Your business can only grow as much as you believe in yourself. So if you are like not fully believing that you can do it, you're not going to do it. You're going to find ways to hold yourself back. You're going to make excuses. You need to believe in yourself, but you need to visualize it. You need to be able to see yourself doing it, standing on that stage and speaking to your community that came to your event. You need to see yourself pitching all of these clients and getting them. You need to start visualizing what is possible for you, but believing that it is possible for you, because if you don't believe it, it will not happen. And then the last one, a supportive community is so essential for your long-term business success, because it is there to wrap your arms around you currently, but they're there for you the whole way. Once you've built that community and you've built that trust and that love and that connection, they're there for you. Like, just because maybe you move across the country doesn't mean you don't have them on social media still cheering you on, checking to see what's going on. That community is there because you get invested in them and they get invested in you, and everybody grows and wants to support each other when you find a community that just is like top notch and gets you. So I wanted to say thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of the Bold Founder podcast. Remember, investing in coaches, mentors, and community isn't just an investment in your business, it's an investment in yourself. Your growth is limitless when you have the right support. So trust your gut. I'll say it again, trust your gut. Take the leap and surround yourself with people who believe your dreams as much as you do. And if you're ready to elevate your entrepreneurial journey and surround yourself with like-minded, ambitious individuals, the Bold Founder is here for you. We have a vibrant community of entrepreneurs who are eager to support each other, share resources, and grow together. It is your go-to space for expert guidance, collaboration, and inspiration to take your business to the next level. And it doesn't stop there. We're also gearing up for the second Be Bold Experience event. This is an immersive event, intimate, filled with inspiring talks, interactive workshops, and game-changing networking opportunities. This is your chance to learn from industry leaders, gain actionable insights, and build meaningful connections that are going to propel your business forward. If you're interested in joining the Bold Founders community, grabbing your ticket to the Be Bold Experience, or even being a guest on the Bold Entrepreneur podcast, I would love to hear from you. So send me a message, and I cannot wait to connect. Let's grow, learn, and thrive together. Until next time, stay bold and keep dreaming big. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of the Bold Entrepreneur podcast. I hope you're walking away with inspiration, fresh insights, and a few takeaways to fuel your journey. If this episode resonated with you, please subscribe, leave a review and share it with other bold founders and entrepreneurs in your circle. And when you're ready to elevate your business, check out the Bold Founders Collective. From community support to strategic resources and personalized coaching, we are here to help you thrive. Remember, the bold moves you make today will shape the future you're dreaming of. So stay tuned for our next episode where we'll dive into deeper stories of strategies and mindset shifts that all make the difference. Until next time, stay bold, keep dreaming, and keep moving towards what lights you up.